Hello, everybody. Well, did we all survive Christmas? I think we did. If you're watching this right now, you survived. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and holidays, and I thought we'd have a late night coffee, cards, and some channeling. Um, I had somebody ask me about channeling and tarot cards and all that. Well, channeling is channeling your higher self, you're channeling source, spirit guides, ancestors. Our vessel is a channel for source for all of the knowledge and unknown information. So, yes, channeling, and we do have tools for channeling, just like any other tool you have, a kitchen tool, a mechanic. They have tools. We have tools also. We have a pen and paper. We can channel messages down, dreams, our thoughts, and through cards, through pendulums, through tea leaves, through palms. We all have tools for channeling. So, yes, channeling, we are all channeling something. Um, so that kind of describes it. Meditation is a great time to do some channeling, especially with the cards. Do some meditation, some midnight meditation, and let the cards come out. It'll give you some ideas and some answers. And we can all do that. We've been going on a learning deep dive journey. We've had a lot of new people coming in, subscriptions and other things. And I think we're all learning from someone. We're all teachers, unknown to us. We don't know what our mission is, but we all have a specialty in this mission. One may read tea leaves, and I have no idea how to read a tea leaf. One might read palms. I pick up a lot of energy off of a lot of different things. Sometimes you don't even know what you're doing. Just listen to uh, yourself, actually, your inner self. It's all within us. And a lot of the cards, these lessons have been telling us, we have been getting that card a lot. And guess what? We got it again. We got the self card. And this is a number 14 and number 5. And as we always say, 5 is change. We're all going through a change. We're usually it's a reset. We're going through a great awakening. And we're coming to our senses and realizing that there's more to our life, our surroundings, and the people that we entangle with. There's more to all of it than what we realize. And we're learning. We're Earth School and Mystery School and all of the teachings of all of the people around us. Each person offers something different, and we should pay attention and listen. It's a great time right now to learn, and I think this self card that keeps coming out, she is showing you what it is to be completely uh, within oneself, to love and completely trust oneself. She has the masculine, feminine, and the inner child, all knowing, all being, and she is in her Shambhala. She's in her Zen. Establish a unique individual identity. As I always say at the end of my shows, be you because you are very unique. There is no other you. There will never be another you unless you're reincarnated, but still there is the imprint, the energy that you leave behind, and only you can do that. Be free of definition and labels. You have unlimited potential. How has your past shaped you? Identity is fluid and changing. Who you are is for you to determine. Are you trying to fit with the wrong crowd? Know who you are. Who do you wish to become? A path of loving expansion. Let go of a herd mentality and think for yourself. A lot of us are going through that awakening, knowing that we have been uh, tricked and we needed to go and love ourselves before we could love anybody else and anything else. And we didn't do that. We tried to love all the outside world and everything but ourselves. And that was a big mistake, because when you don't love yourself, you can't show the right kind of love to anybody else. When the self card appears, it addresses the person you are in the present and asks you about the person you show the world. Who is the person you want people to see when you first meet? How do you project yourself, and what aspects of yourself do you wish to reveal first? Do you present the same face to all who meet you, or do you wear a mask when you are out in public and only let the real you shine forth once people have earned your trust? Do you reveal your true identity, or instead do you present a constructed that puzzles and confuses those around you? You become what they see is not what they get. Are you a chameleon whose shape changes to fit with everyone? Or do you reveal your true thoughts and self without worrying about others' opinions of you? Prefer to be genuinely liked by a few, instead of shape changing in order to be liked by many who might not like you if you were to reveal those true thoughts and self. We all have layers. We all wear masks. We all have a public and private face. We have a self we share with strangers, a self we share with those we like, love, and trust, and a self with only we know and only a few will ever see. Yet as we grow in confidence and acceptance, the more alike in nature those layers become. And if you are trying to fit in with the wrong crowd, you will most likely find that it is like wearing shoes that are a size too small or too big. While those shoes will, in a limited way, protect your feet and help you to move forward, over time they will pinch and rub, creating bunions and blisters. Wouldn't it be so much easier to find a pair of shoes that fit? Therefore, ask yourself instead, who am I? Do I know this person? Is this person who I really want to be? Are there aspects of myself that I hide because I am afraid others will reject me? Are there things that I would love to do and speak of, but dare not because those around me have an expectation that I follow their lead and do as they do? Do I like me? Am I allowing others to define who I am? When the self card appears, it signifies the need to take a moment to get to know yourself. Determine whether the identity you present is fact or fiction. Are the characteristics that define your identity true to who you really are in body, mind, and spirit, or are they imposed upon you by others? Now is not a moment to judge or doubt, but an opportunity to assess and affirm. If your answer to the question, do I like me, is yes, then that is all that matters. If the answer is not so affirming, it is an opportunity to peel away some of the layers you might be hiding behind, to allow your natural self to shine, and to do it because your first love is for yourself. Yeah, we really need to remember that. There's not enough people that remember themselves. I don't. I'm guilty. I know a lot of people that are guilty. And the cards that we got, the companion card was the Queen of Pentacles, kindness. Be hands-on, get involved, give practical help, and share your knowledge with those who need it. Right now, we should be sharing our information and our knowledge and who we are and what we know how to do. This is the time. Take the time to have the coffee and the chat and the cards and the meaning and the visions and the channeling. It's all within us, every one of us. We also got the Eight of Earth. And she appears a lot. I mean, she is just beautiful. She's got energy flowing all around her. She's complete earth. She's success, wealth, and love. Do what you love and love what you do. And we've talked about this so many times. We need to change our world and love what we do. And there is a difference if you look at somebody. Like I told the story of my father. My father did what he loved and loved what he did. He did. I mean, he wanted to go to work. He loved his jobs, his work, because he was a businessman. But then I've seen the 9 to 5 people that are going to work and they're miserable. They hate it and they don't love what they do and do what they love. So it just blocks everything in their life. And she tells us to find that love and do it. Make plans for the future. A time of abundance is ahead. Confidence in the future outcome. Do not rest on your laurels. Money does not buy happiness. Lose the lack mentality. If we always think that we're lacking, we will lack. It will block us. You're manifesting lack when you think about lack. Do you find yourself looking at life through jaded, cynical eyes? Are you currently blind to the wealth and abundance you already have in your life? If so, the Eight of Earth cautions you against those negative thoughts and a failure to appreciate the wealth in your life. It asks you, if you do not see the value of or appreciate what you have in the present, how will things be different in the future? If you are only after financial reward or status, you may discover the truth in that old saying, money does not buy happiness. While it is true that money can sometimes bring some freedom and security, embracing a lack mentality will keep you focused on what you do not have instead of what you do. Do you want to be rich or do you want to be wealthy? Take a look around you. You might discover that you are already possess priceless treasures that, if lost, you could never replace. Yes, your spouse, your pets, your, you know, things that are dear to you, your family, your friends. I mean, things that can't be replaced. Um, so we should look at that. I mean, that we still have our family and our friends around us and the things that we have instead of thinking of what we don't have. With that, we got the King of Swords, ambition, and look to the fact before you make decisions. This man is clever and is often a strong leader in a professional career. His greatest strategy with charm and ambition, but can exert pressure too. As he's impatient to succeed, he can be relied upon to offer claim, logic, judgment. An additional meaning is the king comes up as a U card in a reading. Take a logical approach. This is time for mental agility rather than emotion. We've got to really think about things and when they're put in front of us. And yeah, the Two of Air come out. And this is duality and polarity, separation and unity, integrative choice in the big picture. And we have to have the negative and positive. I always felt that I always wanted the positive. You can't have just the positive. It's not a learning experience to just have just positive. You have to have the negative and positive. It's leveling up. It's giving you wisdom, and it's teaching you something, whether it's horrible or not. It is a learning experience, and got to this cautions against taking a black and white approach to life. To do so is to move through life with a closed mind and eyes that only see part of what it is. It is to refuse to look at the big picture. Are you taking a rigid and inflexible stance when an open mind and heart is needed? Understanding is required, and that means accepting that sometimes there is no right or wrong. Sometimes both parties can be right and both parties can be wrong. Embracing the spectrum of color that is life opens the mind and in turn reveals that there is more than just the right choice or the wrong choice available. Yeah, we are all part of our choices, and our choices can reflect, and a lot of choices can be right or wrong. Um, they can feel completely wrong to one and right to the other, but there is no accident. Everything is a journey and it's all meant to be. There's no coincidences. So there's nothing you can do to stop that kind of an outcome. And with that, we got the Knight of Cups, which is proposal. Judge by actions rather than words. It's worth testing this person's intentions before you go along with his fables. This is a warning card. Just weigh the pros and cons, the positives and the negatives. It just told you that. And look at the whole picture before just jumping in head first. Um, we did get a number 18, which it converts to a 9. It's thought. She is in deep thought, but she's also looking at the book. She's being realistic instead of optimistic or pessimistic, and thought creates reality. Thought is the foundation of consciousness. Um, the past is the birthplace of all the thoughts that dwell within our minds, even something experienced here in what you believe to be the present has already occurred. Several studies have revealed that we make our decisions a few seconds before we think of them. It also takes several milliseconds for our minds to process what we are experiencing. So before our minds have made sense of the moment has already passed. The thought card, when it appears, asks that you or someone you trust look to the past for answers. Doing so will bring clarity and confidence. It could be that something important has been forgotten, and so your thinking is flawed as a result. You are being cautioned not to rush into a decision right now, for what you think to be true and correct might not be. Think carefully and discuss the situation. A puzzle piece is missing. Um, and so now you need to look in your mind and memories to determine if you are remembering everything and remembering it correctly. Take a moment to be a little more analytical than usual. Reflect, process, and remember so you can be confident that you are not making a choice or decision based on a flawed memory where details have been forgotten or altered. Now is not the time to think. You might be correct. Be certain instead. Uh, yeah, somebody needs to stop for a minute before they're making any decisions and think about it, marinate on it before they react. As you heard, it's already like happened. And what's interesting with that is we got the Six of Cups, which is reflection. Enjoy reconnecting with the happiest aspects of your past, which energizes, entertains, and inspires you for the future. Uh, both cards are saying something about the past. So if you have a dream or a vision or a thought or anything about the past, it might be a clue, as it said in the puzzle piece, that you're missing about details. So I hope you're enjoying this evening with coffee and me and cards. It was nice to get on. I didn't make it on yesterday. It was just too hectic. You know, we do have a a message in this one, and I'm just now catching it. A big message in this one. Well, there's always messages in these channelings that we do. Um, But the next one we got, and we've got to remember we just got reflection and thought, and it was going back into the past, both of those. And this one is a number 33. Rewind your life, the Wolf Princess. And it looks like, no, it is. She's got the crescent moon on her forehead and she's looking back. And she's got the wolf howling with the light coming down. She's got the daffodils that you make a wish when you blow on, and the little pup beside her. Like this is the pup now in the present. She's looking back and that's the pup. The same one, I'm thinking. That's an interesting card. And she's got flowers in her hair. Okay, let's see what this says. There is a need for wildness in the world and for wildness within you. Give yourself the freedom to find and express your wild soul. Rewilding the land is about protecting wilderness areas and restoring nature in areas that have been stripped bare, turning our fields and roadsides to wildflower for the bees, repairing wetlands and reconnecting forests, reintroducing native plants and animals, clearing up regions that have been destroyed by mining and agriculture or human occupations. And just like the earth, we need to rewild our own selves to throw off the rigidity of society and personal impositions and allow our true hearts to soar, to love and learn and experience life with wild ambition, to get back to nature metaphorically as well as literally. Rewilding is becoming so popular because humans crave it so deeply. When you draw this card, it's a message that you need to allow yourself to connect with your wild side, to grant yourself permission to rewild your heart and to act on a deep longing you have for freedom, self expression, and self discovery of your oneness with nature and the wild world. Wow, I like that. I think we all have that. I think there's only one page on that. Oh, there's more. Let's see. It's time to open up and rediscover the part of yourself that you've hidden away, buried under too much responsibility, and let it shine. To let yourself shine, rewilding is about reconnecting with the natural world and with yourself, with your wildness and wisdom and the instincts you're drowning out through being too busy, too trapped by constant notifications and demands on your time, too weighed down by expectations. It also about seizing the moment, taking chances, accepting challenges, and living without regret. You don't have to give up modern comforts and live in a cave, quit your job, or change your life dramatically. Just be sure to carve out some time and space for the wild to weave its way in. Like the wolf who roams within the wild forest in the cycles of the seasons and the phases of the moon, there is a wild and uninhabited part of your inner self that has some wisdom to share with you. Wisdom about how to live your best life, be in harmony with nature, and move forward to the rhythm of your own heart. So bust out of your regular routine, go outside and dance under the full moon, throw back your head and howl if you feel like it. Break free of old habits so you can forge a new path of spontaneity, laughter, and wild inspiration. Do something unexpected, plan an adventure, take a risk, tune into the heartbeat of the earth and your secret self. Dare to imagine all that you long for and go after it with the full power and strength of your own wild soul. Ooh, I like that. That's a great card. So something's telling me that the past is calling a lot of us. And I'm sure that a lot of us have been going through the past because of the holidays. But there's something that we're missing that we're wanting to know and we just don't know yet. So maybe we need to look into the past a little bit. Number 36 is what we got, and it's Release Your Pain, the Fox Gate. Who do you want to be, and what do you need to let go of in order to become that person? Relinquish your burden and sorrow. It can be easy to hold on to things out of habit or fear through a belief in scarcity or a lack of awareness that an issue is even affecting you. But letting go of what no longer serves you opens up a space of unlimited potential, a clean slate you can write a new story on, and room in your life for new people, opportunities, and magic. None of which you'll find if you're too focused on clinging to the old and unhelpful. There can be a strange satisfaction in holding on to grudges, people, and things that have wounded you. It can become part of the way you see yourself, an excuse not to try to achieve your dreams, or a way to guilt people into remaining with you and acting in a certain way. When you draw this card, it's a message that it's time to release something, to make way for the new, to stop resisting the letting go that will provide the space and energy from something better. It may be an old habit or negative pattern that is causing you pain, the impact of a past event, a belief you've outgrown, yet are still acting from, a responsibility you can no longer handle, or a situation you're in right now that is stressing you out and making it hard for you to be the person you want to be. It might also be a relationship that you need to let go of with a friend or a family member, a partner, or a work colleague. Perhaps was a betrayal or a fundamental difference you can't reconcile and you've simply grown apart. Either way, you deserve to spend time with people you respect, who respect you in turn, to be with someone who makes your soul sing, who loves all of you, and who inspires you to be more yourself rather than dismissing you. If this is the case, look for the good in the relationship, for the precious moments you've shared and the things you've learned and the good times you've had. Celebrate and honor those without feeling you need to remain there or maintain the relationship. Whatever it is you're holding on to, allow yourself to let it go. Step forward lightly and fearlessly into a more positive, more authentic future, one where you can achieve your potential free from the shackles of the burdens you've been dragging around with you. Release anything that has angered you, saddened you, or limited you, and begin again with a fresh slate. Shrug off your grief, fear, anger, regret, and hurt. Become your authentic self, who you are and who you want to be going forward. Maybe it all starts in this moment of you let it. That is a great way to look at it because we are going into the new year. And like I said before, um, don't make a New Year's resolution be the New Year's resolution. When we start working on one person at a time, we start changing the world. And we need to work on self because, in this reading, that was the first card that came out was self. And the second card was kindness. So we really need to work on ourselves. There's not enough compassion in this world. People are showing other people. The next card we got on the angels and ancestors was the drum, dream and journey. Journey inward to uncover insight and information that will be important for your path. Then follow the guidance. This drum is inspired by the sacred drum of the Sami, the indigenous people of northern Norway, Sweden, and Finland. In shamanic tradition, in all four corners of the world, the drum is recognized as the main tool used by medicine men and women to direct their will and aid meditation. A drum beat can become hypnotic and send those listening into an altered state that can allow them to journey to the spiritual realms and meet their guides. When the drum card appears in a reading, there are opportunities for you to dream or to bring an inner vision into reality. You are very connected to the other worlds at this time. The wisdom and intelligence of the earth and her magic surrounds you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared the cobwebs and dust from your inner vision. What you have seen in your dreams and inner visions is not imagination, but guidance, particularly if it has been coming in your repeatedly and has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true. Know it and live it. Yes, they do come true. I have had dreams that have come true many times. I have seen people in my dreams and have met them in reality. We are all parts of our dream and we need to listen to our dreams. We also got the Eagle card, see from the higher perspective. Look at things from a different angle, fly higher and see new possibilities. In the animal medicine, both Native American and Celtic, the eagle draws its power and strength from the sun. It is a powerful, strong, and courageous guide which is able to see for miles. It approaches all things with intelligence, grace, and poise, and has the capacity to make a plan from a higher space before putting it into action. When the Eagle card appears in a reading, it shows that you have a real ability to take things higher and to move beyond the limitations of your ego and your self-desire. Eagle medicine swirls around you, encouraging you to recognize that your views or visions may be limited at this time. Is there a chance that your own desperation, needs, or ego can be blocking you from seeing the potential in your current situation? If there are other people involved, you are being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. If you are feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the higher good, it will only hold you back. Eagle medicine can help you change this. The eagle brings the energy of healing and love directly from the heart of Father Sky and invites you to do all things from a place of love. I agree. I think love, there's not enough love in the world right now. People are sad. Okay, the next one we have was the Soul Helper Oracle. The Tree of Wishes is calling your name. An almost forgotten wish will now come true. Got a lot of something going on in the past with these cards. Maybe somebody's dreaming of the past or they're getting messages from the past. You once made a wish in the divine realms of fulfillment. Your ancestors have been keeping this wish safe since that day, as you were not ready for it to come true. You expressed a deep longing in this wish, and now the time has come. It will be touched by the divine source and will enter the realm of the possible. Although you have forgotten it in the intervening years, you now have the momentum and opportunity to achieve your desire. Your path has led you to a point where miracles can happen because you now believe in them. Miracles can only occur if you believe they are possible or truly want them to happen. Free from fear and with an open heart, miracles take place daily throughout the world. You lost sight of all these wonders for a time and deep down failed to believe that you are a creative being. However, you are the one who shapes your world and destiny in creating a path of growth for you. You have forgotten that you can trust your path, but you are now ready to follow the path of your soul and insight in complete trust. This is why you have drawn this card. It is now time to signal that you are ready to receive a miracle. As your free will is respected in the spirit world, you have forgotten your wish and you did not nurture it with sufficient positive emotions. It is therefore now important to say a prayer expressing that you believe in miracles and are ready to receive one. It would be a shame to miss out on the opportunity, so do not delay. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the crane, the herbal essences, sage, the healing crystal is the hematite, and the number is 6. That was a great card. I really like that card. That was a positive message. The number 6 reveals the unity and attracting forces are now flowing into you. Make use of them to bring ideas and dreams to fruition. You will find courage and an unusual inner strength. Take a step forward and do not allow anything or anyone to stand in your way. You will be a conduit for the creation of new things. This number's energy field is all about balance and the merging of opposing energies. It brings love, health, happiness, profit, and fulfillment of dreams. It's all saying that it is a balancing, and we are conduits. We are conduits for channeling, and we really need to open ourselves up and let everything flow through. I am going to. Okay. We're going to read the Divine Master. We got Thoth. The teacher awakens, the student becomes the master. That is what we're doing right now. We are becoming the teacher. We need to become the master. Thoth is the ancient Egyptian ibis-headed teacher of writing, divine magic, and the moon. Acknowledged as the sacred scribe who created writing, he was considered to be the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priestess king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. However, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws, which brought a cataclysmic end to their civilization. In the Western magical community, Thoth is seen as an all-powerful spiritual guide who can help us understand the energy of magic and the power of our will. He is the mastermind behind the Hermetic text, and ancient Greeks knew him as Hermes and the Romans as Mercury. When you feel called to it's this master, it's because divine magic is unfolding in your world and you are ready to write the story of your life. The power of heaven and earth are uniting at this time, putting the power of creation into your hands. Whatever you set out to do, you will do. You are in a vortex of manifestation. All of the lessons of the past have given you a better understanding of what will be for your highest good and truth. You are a magical being who deserves to have a magical life. Believe in who you are and call in all you need and more. You are no longer the student, you are the teacher. Take everything you have learned and put it to use. Your life will never feel complete or fulfilled until you share what you have experienced during this incarnation. There are lessons to be learned from the events of your life that will be great gifts to those who receive them. Take the time to create a plan of action and put down in writing what you intend to do so that the universe can bear witness to it and support its unfoldment. Yeah, we're writing our own story. It's beautiful that Thoth appeared right after Christmas. And I'm glad he appeared tonight because something else appeared. We got the halls of Manetti initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. Okay, the halls of Manetti are a sacred learning space that were energetically transported by Thoth from Atlantis to the spiritual plane. Therefore, Atlantis came to an end. It is said that the portal to the etheric retreat is energetically connected to the Great Pyramid of Giza. Many believe that the physical remains of these halls can be found there. We don't have to physically visit Egypt to access their energies, though. The halls of Amenti are said to have been the home of the Emerald Tablet. They are a space of ancient mysteries in service to the expansion of humanity. On this card, you will see two pillars, an echo of the two pillars that have been found in sacred places throughout history. The black pillar represents the physical world and the white represents the spiritual, indicating that this sacred space is between the worlds. If you feel called to these halls, imagine you are in the Great Pyramid above it. You are in a deep initiatory chamber at this time. You might feel that things are heavy and challenging, but know that a reconfiguration is happening. Energetically, you are going through an initiation that will allow you to go beyond the fears of the ego and transcend the limitations of the physical realm. You might not feel that light is present because you are in the middle of this phase at the moment, but know that it is present within you. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that were stored in the depths of your body being released so that your vibration can rise. That is a perfect card to come out with Thoth. And the last card we got with the Messenger Oracle was Calm in the Storm. And he's got a seashell right there at his heart chakra. He's got the third eye, the rainbows. He's got uh, the crown of source above him. There are times when life offers us nothing but chaos and turmoil. Wave upon wave knocks us down, sometimes before we can regain our feet. Be still, take a moment to breathe, express your thoughts and feelings, and then do what you can do. Find a peaceful place of calm within you. If another is in need, offer them safe harbor. Be a port in their storm. Yeah, I completely agree. That is a beautiful card. And the next one we got was Heed the Messenger. Your dreams are a powerful tool for increasing self-awareness, for they contain within them the unfiltered truth. Whether it be a dream or a nightmare, they are the keys to understanding your inner self. They are the keys to understanding everything about you, both your joys and your fears. Commune with Gaia and Great Spirit in the stillness of your slumber. Learn to read and interpret your dreams. Listen to what they tell you. Pay close attention to how they make you feel. Heed what they reveal and learn who you are and who you wish to be. That is a perfect card to end this reading. And this reading was really, really good. Um, the meditation and forms of channeling, it's all an energy exchange. What we do is we exchange energy. And on the 26th, was interesting. I seen 3422 twice. I kept seeing it. My video stopped then, and then I had watched another video and it had stopped then, and it was really weird because then I seen The Looking Glass and 2012, and I've been saying that we did a timeline shift in 2012. Then I got the message manipulated time and space, peace and compassion, or war and chaos, with a question mark, in which timeline do you want? And it's our choice. So everything is choice right now, and meditation is very important, and clearing your mind. And uh, we need to remember that everything we do is channeling. So I hope everyone has a really beautiful evening, and I'm glad we could have coffee and cards tonight and some channeling. And I love everybody, and may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.